This is video file 5 for Caroline Byrne. So I'm just going to talk again about the heating system. So again, so I've already mentioned that this room is the bathroom. In here, this small little side room is where the boiler used to be located. And the central heating pipes from the boiler, so they go over to the wall here, and they went up and they come out here, and they go over basically most of the radiators in this dwelling are located on the south elevation, the south facing elevation. The vast majority of them are located on the south facing, and that's kind of where all the plumbing pipes are. All the plumbing pipes, as you can see, are exposed. So, you know, they could be boxed out to be hidden away. So if we move on to the next photograph, you can see this is just another view of the photograph here, where the plumbing pipes, they come all the way over to this here, which is the south elevation, and they come down into the radiator here. So that's the first radiator in the bathroom on the run. Now the toilet actually does work and does flush, just thought I'd mention that. So the central heating pipes, they come down and they connect up this radiator, and then they actually go through the wall here into the central bedroom. So if we move on to the central bedroom, the plumbing pipes, they continue along this wall here on the, this is again the south elevation. Plumbing pipes on the south elevation, they, you know, a spur turns off up for this radiator here in the central bedroom, but then the main run of the pipes continues through the wall and goes into the the west bedroom. So if I go into the west bedroom, now you can see here, this again is the south wall. The plumbing pipes come all the way along here, they're all exposed, and then if I go on to the next page, this is another view in the west bedroom upstairs. The plumbing pipes continue all the way along to the corner and then around up to this radiator here, and then there's another spur that comes off in the corner and goes downstairs to the radiators downstairs, and there's two radiators downstairs. So if we go on to the next page, this is downstairs now on the ground floor. The plumbing pipes come through here and come all the way down here to the ground and turn over to this radiator here. And then this is again, this is the south elevation here, and then the plumbing pipes come through here into the living room. So if we go into the living room, and they come along here to the radiator in the living room, and that's where they stop. That's the end of the line. Now the stairs, we're just going to briefly mention the stairs. There's not too much to say about the stairs. I mean, the stairs are structurally sound, but the goings and rises, or the steps, are not uniform, and I suppose they should be uniform. Generally, when you're constructing steps, they should be uniform so that nobody trips on the stairs. So if you take another view of the stairs here, this is from view from upstairs, you can see here that the bottom stairs is much wider than the one above it and the one above it. You can see that they're not uniform from this photograph here, but they do seem to be structurally sound. That's another view of the stairs there. Now, okay, the phone signal, I just briefly mentioned, I did check the phone signal inside the house, and I was getting 2 to 3 bars of E. So that's 2 bars out of 4 or 3 bars out of 4 of E. If you look up E, it'll tell you what that is. So that's not, it's not great. I mean, initially I wasn't able to watch, one of the guides that I use is, am I able to watch YouTube videos in real time? Can I just watch it straight? And I wasn't able to initially. Now, if I change the settings on my phone, I was actually able to watch YouTube videos in real time, but the phone signal wasn't great. You know, it could have been better. So I'm going to briefly discuss the drainage now. I didn't have enough time really to get to the bottom of the drainage on site and what actually is on site, but I have uncovered some. I'll go through with what I discovered when I was there. I did not find the septic tank. There must be a septic tank somewhere, because the waste has to be going somewhere, and you know, the solids won't be leaving the site. So there must be a septic tank somewhere, but I just didn't locate it. So this is a view on the south elevation again. This is the soil stack here that comes from the first floor toilet. You can see the soil stack here, and it just goes beneath the footpath. Now, when I was kind of rooting around looking for, access chambers or inspection chambers, I did actually uncover the pipe. You can see the pipe there, a drainage pipe there. That's a 4-inch drainage pipe there. And I was able to just kind of basically see the run of the pipe because it's so shallow. It's literally only 100 millimeters below ground. So I was able to kind of trace where it goes. I wouldn't normally do that. I wouldn't normally dig up a pipe because it wouldn't normally be so shallow. This section of the pipe here was repaired, and the only thing that was covering over it was just a carpet covering over it. Now, so the yellow line that I've drawn in here is basically, there's a 4-inch pipe going from, it starts up here somewhere, I don't know how far it goes, comes all the way down to here. There's a bend in the pipe here, you'll see that in another photograph, a bend in the pipe here, and it goes over towards this direction here. And I was able to uncover in different areas where the pipe was running. So that's, the yellow line shows where the pipe is running. Now, I'm not sure which direction the flow is going. I mean, it does appear to be flowing in downward in this direction. That's downward. So I'll just trace that again. This is the downward direction. Downward, 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 downward. So I'm not sure what's happening. I would have expected for this is your soil stack here. I would expect it to be flowing downward in this direction, flowing down, 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 flowing down out to here somewhere. But that's not the way it's flowing. At least in this area, the direction downward is this way. Okay? So I couldn't quite get to the bottom of what's happening. It's possible that there's a kind of another spur here somewhere, or here, or beneath the footpath that goes off in this direction out to the septic tank. So I don't know, and I just didn't have enough time to kind of but this is the starting point, I suppose. Just be aware there is a drainage pipe here and there's a drainage pipe here. Now if I move on to the next page, you can see here I was trying to trace where this pipe was because it was so shallow. You can see here, there's the 4-inch pipe there, and there's the 4-inch pipe there, so it comes very close to the footpath at the corner of the dwelling. That's the soil stack there, shown by the red arrow. And the pipe here, there's a bend in the pipe here, so it flows down here, down, 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 takes direction here, and then goes this way. And again, as I say, there's possibly a spur that comes off that flows down this direction. But I did not have time to just uncover what's exactly there. But as I say, there must be a septic tank somewhere. So there's another view here. This is just a close-up view of the bend. There is a bend there in the pipe there, and this was covered over with a carpet. So I put it back the way it was when I left it. But because this pipe is so shallow, going to have to be careful when you're coming on site if you're driving any heavy machinery. Pipes shouldn't be laid this shallow, because if they're laid this shallow, if someone drives over them, they'll break the pipes and crack the pipes. And this one here was actually cracked, and there was a repair done on it, and I suspect it was cracked because it was so shallow. It should really have been laid a little bit deeper. There may have been reasons why they put it so shallow to try and get the levels to work. But you'll have to be careful driving machinery over it. Generally, if you have a pipe that's that shallow, you generally surround it in concrete or lean mix to support it, so that if somebody does drive over it, it's not going to be a problem. But it's so shallow, it would be difficult to surround it in lean mix. You would effectively have, a pipe here, or you would effectively have a line of lean mix visible on the ground. So it's not, what the system that's there is not great. If I was to get to the bottom of it, I mean, ideally, if I was renovating the building, I would want to put in a pipe that was deeper. I wouldn't really be happy with that, because it's just going to be prone to damage. This is a close-up view of there's the bend in the pipe here, and you can't see it very clearly here, but basically there was some sort of a crack here. They have a sleeve over it, done repair. This is the carpet that was just put over the pipe to kind of protect it. So again, if anybody drove on that with a machine, they'd crack the pipe and do damage. This is another view here showing that this is the kitchen. Now again, I've already showed this pipe here that comes around, and the soil stack is up here in this corner here behind the kitchen. But if coming around the corner, there is actually another gully here, back inlet gully here, taking the kitchen waste from this 50mm pipe. So there's going to be another drain here somewhere, wherever it's going, whether it's going down this direction. I'm not sure. It didn't quite get to the bottom of it. The electrical work. So this is the picture of the fuse box. It's not very old. I mean, you know, it looks to me, the electrical looks like it's been over the years, it's been updated piecemeal, and you know, you could probably keep what you have. It looks a bit messy and unkempt with wires all over the place, but I would have said you could, if you wanted to kind of, you could probably keep what's there. Now, it would be a good idea to get in an electrician, like a qualified electrician, and to ask his opinion, depending on what you're planning to do. What would be the best thing to do. Some of the cables are surface mounted. You might decide, well, no, I want to kind of recess them and I want to hide them away. So I would get somebody qualified to come in and have a look at it. But you know, some of it seems to have been rewired recently, and then others are more older. But again, I would say, I wouldn't look at it and say it's got to be taken out. I would say you could possibly keep it. Well, I'm going to stop this video here. That's just another view of the electrical. Those are the circuit breakers there, and that's the meter. I'm going to stop this video here, and I'll continue on a separate video.